All right, here we go. Lucas Brothers.
What's up, man?
What's up?
Welcome to VladTV.
Thanks for having us.
Hey, man, big fan of your work.
Thank you.
You
Appreciate
know,
it, man.
like I've been seeing the ascent.
Yeah.
It's really like you guys have been hitting it hard and making really dope moves, man.
Thank you, man.
Thank you. Very
Congrats.
slow, gradual ascent.
Right.
A
I mean, I
lazy
guess
man's ascent.
to the outsiders, it looks like you guys just blew up right away, but that's not really what
Oh,
happened.
no. It's been very slow and lethargic. But, you know.
Yep. Well, let's talk about the beginning. So you guys were born and raised in Newark, New Jersey.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what was that like growing up out there?
I mean, it was right in the middle of the crack epidemic, so it wasn't too pleasant.
Yeah.
What would you think?
I don't really. I mean, like it was crazy. It was like it's you know, it's like a quintessential inner city. So it's like you see everything that you hear in rap videos. Like it's violent and all that shit. But you just fucking.
But you're still a kid, so like you still have a childlike imagination. So
Yeah.
you don't really see, or at least you don't really process a lot of the negative stuff. Like we were still into wrestling and
Yeah.
still had a lot of friends when we were kids. So like I do remember a lot of pleasant memories, but when I think about it in retrospect, I'm like, shit,
That shit
it was
objectively
pretty
crazy.
harsh. I mean, it was tough. It's the ghetto. It's a crack
Yeah.
epidemic.
Yeah. I mean, when crack hit, it just tore everything apart. Because I grew up in the same era.
Where were you?
Well, I was in the Bay.
Okay.
I was in the Bay, and I didn't grow up in the hood,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you know, but then later on, I had friends in
Yeah.
projects and stuff like that, and I saw how their mothers were and how their fathers were and everything
Yeah,
else like
yeah.
that. It was fucked up.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it for anybody.
crack?
not even just the crack epidemic, but just like being born during the crack era. It wasn't.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like
But some people like made it a good thing. Like Whitney. I mean, you know. But, who?
Whitney. That's your first example.
No, she was like big before all that shit happened.
Yeah, but
Right.
the psychological damage that place has on people. That's the thing that I think doesn't really get talked about enough.
Yeah.
But like it does linger. Like you can be born in the ghetto, you can get out of the ghetto, but you still have like psychological problems that you
Yeah.
have to address as you get older.
For
but
sure.
it was still like every day was something new. It was still kind of exciting, you know, because
Yeah.
it was still a community there,
Yeah.
which I feel like is lacking now. Even in the ghetto, I feel like there was still a tight community.
Yeah. The internet makes things weird now. Like now, like they be having like gang beefs on the internet.
Oh, yeah.
It's like it just completely dehumanizes the situation. I think before you had to at least see people,
Mhm.
so maybe you're less inclined to kill them. But like if it's just internet shit, like people don't care. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no, I had D. Ray Davis here. So I mean, being from Chicago and having all, you know, the perspective that you have, Chicago has such a dope music scene.
Yeah,
Today with the whole, you know, that started out with the drill scene and kind of evolved into what it is today.
and people stealing the hell out the drill.
Yeah, exactly. Which is essentially gangster music. You know, I don't really see a big difference between that.
It's the way you do it when you rapping, dog.
Okay.
How Cardi beat doing now, like that's our shit. That's our now Cardi. I don't mind Cardi because Cardi's a rapper who just like she said it. I like she's like I'm taking everybody's style, motherfucker.
Right.
As long as you know what you're doing, know how to perform. Because people don't know how to perform, and Cardi know how to perform. But yeah, drill is ours. House music is Chicago's.
Yep.
Mr. Sean Merriman, who thinking someone that started in Baltimore. No,
Chicago.
Chicago, Chi-Town.
Right. But unfortunately, with the popularity of the music, it intermixes with the gangs. You know, and the dissing of the dead homies and the gang affiliation and the neighborhood affiliations and everything else like that, and people essentially banging on wax. And the violence levels continues to rise.
Saying spill off the records and go into the
Yeah. And the social media,
yeah. 'Cause
Magnifies it.
Thugs is tweeting.
yeah.
You know,
Thugs
you
is tweeting.
Facebook me, I see you outside, we gonna fight. It's some weird shit. It's a real wild thing. And I
Yeah.
think people losing focus with the gang.
So you see dudes with the guns on Instagram. It's like, God damn, like things have evolved.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's still, you got to look at it with a more nuanced way. It's not just all bad there. There's a lot of good people and people just trying to survive. It's not even
Yeah.
like a large percentage of people committing crime.
That's right.
So I try to remember both sides. Like, yeah, there was a pleasant time there too.
Well, your dad went to jail when you were 5.
Yeah.
Do you remember what he went to jail for?
It was a lot of shit, but I think the big one was assault with a deadly weapon. Yeah.
He also sold drugs.
Yeah.
But he was trying to kill this dude who threatened him.
Yeah.
But he missed like he shot at him and he missed, and he shot some other dude
Who was a gang member.
who was a gang member.
Yeah.
And so that dude's mother pressed charges on my dad on with a number of things attached to it, and then he got about 15
years.
Yeah.
Wow. So from 5 until 20,
Yeah.
you guys didn't have a father in the household.
We had a stepfather for a little bit.
But
Yeah.
but not
Not
your
the same.
actual father.
No.
Did you stay in contact with your dad?
When he first went to prison, we were close to him, or closer to him.
Yeah, it's weird.
But then we moved to North Carolina, and so we sort of stopped corresponding with him.
Okay. Did that bother you? Not having your real dad around?
Yeah,
I mean, but do you like when you're a kid? Like, I think you're so busy trying to like be cool with the rest of the kids, and like you're trying to like fit in that you're not really thinking about the fact that you don't have your father with you. I think it's only when you become an adult and you realize like, oh, that shit wasn't normal at all. Like most kids have their parents. You're like, ah.
Yeah, I didn't, especially when we were in the ghetto, it didn't feel as weird
Yeah.
because no one had their father.
That's true.
So I didn't even see it as like an abnormality. When we moved to North Carolina, then I started to recognize, okay, I don't have my dad, and it was a little strange. But again, I didn't really reflect on it that much because I was so caught up in you know, I don't know, my childhood shenanigans. I didn't even think about not having a father. But as you get older and you realize, like, wow, like, not having a dad is
That shit's monumental.
yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Now, you know, I have someone that's real close to me who's an identical twin. And, you know, she doesn't want to be famous these days because she kind of described to me how being an identical twin, you already had so much attention
Yeah.
growing up
Yeah.
that you're just kind of over it by the time you get older. So when you guys were growing up as identical twins, like, did you guys kind of experience that type of thing?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, you're always an oddball. I mean,
Yeah.
if you have another nigga that looks exactly like you, you're gonna stand out. It doesn't matter where you go.
Yeah.
You can be in the ghetto. You can be in
A circus
High
act,
Point,
it
North
doesn't
Carolina.
matter, yeah.
You're just gonna stand out. So you do get used to it, but I mean, fame takes it to another level because it's like not only do you get that attention for being a twin, but it's like now you're on TV, so it's like people sort of
Yeah.
I don't know. You
It's
sort of
different. When you're a twin and you get accosted, it's always like it's nice. It's never over aggressive. It's like the people are pleasant. They ask you, "Oh, you guys twins?"
They're just truly enamored by the
yeah.
idea of twins, which is like
Yeah.
you can respect that.
Yeah.
But when it's fame, it's like I don't know. It seems a little bit more insincere. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It's not even insincere.
Not
It's just
insincere.
it's more aggressive. It's like,
Yeah.
all right, take it easy.